Alright, we're here for a triple Dragon's Maze draft during the pre-releases on Mtgo. I'm Kool, and you're watching this through Mtgo Academy. I hope that you took time to read over my notes on the format because I'm not going to make an intro video. This pack we have, let's pop out the card window. Okay, so we have two interesting cards here. There's Beck and Call, which is like 4 cards and 4 dudes for 8 mana. That's a lot. And then there's Krace's Incubation, which is a pretty solid removal spell. I don't really know how powerful 4 1/1 flyers and 4 cards for 8 mana is, but I do know that the Incubation is quite powerful. Let's see what we have here. There is an Alive Well, which isn't very exciting. Profit Loss is probably going to be a lot better in other formats. Just 1 Gatekeeper, the red one. 3 of the Maze creatures. There's a Glider. We should get something playable when this pack comes back around. Okay, so here's another solid removal spell, Turn and Burn. And then there's a Druid. Scab Clan Giant is pretty good. I think that Turn and Burn is probably a little bit better. I quite like blue also, but the Giant is solid. I guess that it might fight or backfire occasionally though. But we'll take another removal spell, even though it is 5 mana. This format, like I said, is super slow. Okay, so there are no bombs or solid removal. We'll just take the Guild Gate. Start towards our 8 or so Guild Gates that we want. And then here the Guild Gate is missing. I think that's probably a bad sign. We'll take Haunter. There's also none of the Gatekeepers. And I've been told that the Haunter is pretty solid, making combat miserable for your opponent. Or my opponent in this case. Okay, we've got a Simic Gate, the pair of Gatekeepers again. A lot of times my decks end up base blue. I actually haven't drafted this that much, but I've watched some drafts too, and I feel like I can put them in my my pool of completed drafts because they were done via TeamView. Hopefully one of these guys comes around. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We probably don't get anything good out of this pack. And another Guild Gate. There are none of the Gatekeepers in here. And another Guild Gate. Okay. I'll need to pay some attention to clue stones as things are coming back around. Okay, here's a green Gatekeeper, so that's nice. Because we're taking gates so high, our deck is going to look pretty awkward. But I like to have the majority of my gates filled out by the last pack. Take a Maze Glider here. Not quite sure if the Glider or the Wolf Rider is better, but I like flyers, so we'll go with the Glider. Wow, Rakdos Guild Gate tabled, huh? Strange. Maybe the pack that was missing a gate actually had a like a Maze's End or a duel, shock duel. Blue Gatekeeper came back. It's pretty lucky. And this is where we start getting to the packs that we probably won't see anything. Let's think here. Drown in Filth I probably won't use. Maybe Riot Control is like a card that I could sideboard in. I feel like these decks are usually everything but white. so like this isn't that great. I tried to stick 4 colors. I feel like the 5th color makes your mana really awkward. Okay, we'll take another card and hide it. So 6 playables out of pack 1, but we have 5 of our gates. So that's, I think, a decent place to be. I can take like gatekeepers a little higher now. Okay, so there's a far and away, and a putrefy in the same pack. I need to think for a moment here. Like, this is an insane tempo spell, but this will just kill anything, where this doesn't actually kill necessarily what I want it to kill. I think I take the putrefy. We got 2 black and 2 green right now. Well, let's look at the rest of the pack before I get too set on what's happening. Okay, there's a Pilfered Plans, which would be nice. The Cluestones didn't come around very late last pack, so that's kind of strange. One of these is probably playable. There's a Drake that's playable. I could use some more bomby creatures too, like finishers. It's worth noting that only this Gatekeeper came back around, and then we saw a couple where they were paired. A couple packs where they were paired with the black Gatekeepers. So I'm pretty sure Ascended Law Mage is the best card in this pack. Like, the Morgue Burst is fine, but it's not the most exciting. This is a white card, though, which is worth noting. I guess that I only have 1 red card right now, and that's Burn. But I think taking the Law Mage is probably better than like taking a Guild Gate right now. Okay, so we have like a Pilfered Plans, a Guild Gate. I think the Krasis is probably okay with all the 2/4s in the format. Probably can evolve it a lot. I think I'm going to take the Guild Gate because of the Law Mage that I want to play. And nothing else really is that exciting. Like, I do like Pilfered Plans. I guess we'll get to gauge what our pod looks like if none of the plans lap. Okay, so here I'm looking at another Guild Gate, or the Morgue Burst, second Skylasher, or another Krasis. Green, green, green. I'm just going to go ahead with another Guild Gate. Ooh, a Sphinx. So now that we're into white, this looks more appetizing to me. There is another green Gatekeeper. 7 life gives you a lot of breathing room, or will give me a lot of breathing room. But right now I only have a Law Mage and a Maze Glider that can really start doing damage. And this guy is fairly good at keeping me alive and can ping away, I guess. So, go with the Sphinx. What does this gold guy do? Whenever an instant or sorcery deals damage, I get tokens. I don't... Oh, whenever it deals damage. Well, I do have Burn. There is a Punish the Enemy and a Gatekeeper. I'm going to try to lap a green Gatekeeper. We'll see if our opponents value them highly, I guess. Okay, we have another Haunter, another Maze Glider, red Gatekeeper. Still like the Haunters, they get better in multiples. Just going to need to pay attention and make sure that I get enough playables. We have 11 right now. 1/1 counter, no, not going to play that. I don't think any of the other cards are really that playable. Okay, so this is the pack that I opened. The Rakdos Drake came back, and so did the Bane. I've got, what, 2 black gates right now? And we have 2 Haunters. I'm just going to go with the Drake. And then a second Cluestone. Oh, one of the Armored Wolf Riders came back. And as you can see, my curve basically just starts at 3. This format is so slow. First Blade isn't slow, but probably won't play it. Cluestone, I guess I should unhide it. Let's go Riot Control. The deck has 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that these guys can probably start attacking now with 2 of them. 5, 6, 7 ways to do damage. 17. Okay, so I probably want about 8 playables from the last pack. I think that the Behemoth is better than the Commando. And another Cluestone. Awesome. So we have a blue-black, red-green, red-blue, black-white, red, black, blue options. Let's think. Probably just going to take a War Leader's Helix here. So none of the green gatekeepers left. Someone else knows what's going on. This probably is a 7-drop to do anything. Maybe we can lap Drake again. Okay, what does this actually do? Target creature, 7 mana, all my creatures. I think that I want to just take a Guildgate or a Krasis instead of that. We have 1, 2, 3. We have a lot of white cards now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green. I don't think any of my green stuff is that quick, so I probably won't play very many like basic forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This would be 19. No, I'll just take a Guildgate. Okay, Blast of Genius is pretty solid. Drawing cards and doing damage. But there is another Turn and Burn, which is basically like a 5 mana Terminate. I think I want to draw the cards though with the Blast. Okay, Gorgon and a Physique and Gatekeepers. Let's take a blue Gatekeeper to make sure I can get through my deck. Okay, so there's a Beetleform Mage, a Guildgate, Gorger, and Down and Dirty is like a really slow card advantage card. Obviously it's great with my Blast of Genius. I'm pretty sure I take the Mage or the Guildgate here. We got 1, 2, how many red cards do I want to play right now? 3. And I've got 20 playables showing. Yeah, I better take the Mage. And we'll double up with a second. The Phantasm isn't bad. It blocks most things. But I want to be able to win. There's a Pilfered Plans. Do I have any... No Gatekeepers. Okay, so this is going to probably be like Bug, Splash Red, Splash White. That doesn't bode well for my Helix. The Physique is fine. It's not like the best removal spell, but since you're so slow at playing your stuff out, I can usually like kill 5-drops. Okay, so here I could take like a Maze's Glider, or a Maze Glider, or a Dimir Guildgate. I'm just going to continue sucking up gates because we'll play Behemoth. I don't think I want to play that many 6-drops. Here's a Ward Burst, which is power, correct? Yes, and we've got 3, a 5, 2 3s, a 4, a 3, and a white Gatekeeper. Yeah, I don't think I want an on-color Cluestone. Ooh, the Warped Physique came back. That's a gift. Now we're getting to the fun part where I get to try to figure out what our mana base is. So this is... Ooh, the Phantasm came back. That's nice. We have more than enough playables. I'll probably just have to make some concessions to fit the... or to make the colors look better. Okay, so these are red cards, these are white cards. Okay, so 16 playables just in Bug. And then my gates and my Cluestones. I might not play all these gates. We'll have to wait a bit before I get that far into the decision process. We will play all of our on-colored gates. Which apparently are those 4. Okay. So these are on-color Cluestones. And these are off-color. And obviously none of them sync up with my gates, so I can't easily manipulate them. I'm going to look at the red cards first. Got Blast, Burst, Turn, Punish. Okay, so this is pretty close to a deck. I guess that the white cards that I'm most interested in playing are probably like these three. Helix is awkward because of Double Splash, but maybe that's not that big of a deal with how my mana base is going to end up. And I don't even have to really play. I guess I'm better suited actually to splash white cards. Let's see. This is what I have for red splashes. This is what I have for white splashes. Red is mostly removal and card advantage, but then white is threats. Maybe I just play like the best white card, which might... What would that be? So the Sphinx is +1/+1, which means that these guys don't break through other gatekeepers, but these break through gatekeepers. And it's defensive. But 1 in the air doesn't do a whole lot. I don't really know if the Law Mage is impactful enough to warrant inclusion if it's going to be my only white card. Pretty sure that the Wolf Rider isn't. I mean, I could cut like the Behemoth to play one of these white cards. I've got 4 free white sources in the deck. Maybe I just play this and we don't play anything else for white. And then blue, let's see, we've got tons of blue gates. So probably like red-green. And then maybe black-white. Then I've got 5 white sources. And I probably just want to play another red source. Even though I already have a ton of blue, I might not play very many islands. I guess I could also play the Golgari. Maze Behemoth is a 5/4. That's just a 2/2. It's not very exciting in this format. I think we're going to go with this. Now, actually figuring out my colors. Okay, so for the sake of putting my duels, oops. Okay, red, 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 red. And then red, blue, red, green. gates, gates, red, white, red, black, green, blue. So 1, 2, 3. This is what, 9 gates? And 4 of them don't even allow us to really cast stuff because they're white. Do I have anything over here that I really want to play? No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So the majority of these lands need to be black and green. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this would be 7 green, 7. No. 7 green, 6 black, 1 red. Wait, I don't know why I said 1 red. 1, 2, 3. We definitely want more black. I think that I cut this. We put in this clue stone. And then I need 9 lands. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe like this. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we'll see you in round 1, and we'll see how our mana base does.